And we are back in our episode of NBA 2K14. In the last episode, we saw the final seconds between the Indiana Pacers and the Golden State Warriors down to the wire, and the Warriors win, led by a game-winning shot. It was faded away, spin around. Andre Iguodala knocked off the Pacers in a close game by 105 to 103. And now we got the first game of the day. We're off to Cleveland, Ohio. We got some two of the Central Division rivalry featuring. Let's check out some presentation. Ready to go to work, and now we're ready to go. So featuring of the day, we're off the Cricket Loans Arena in Cleveland. It's the Central Division rivalry featuring Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls take on Kyrie Irving of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for this game, the Bulls gonna use the black shirts and the Cavaliers gonna use the white shirts. And that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll be right back after this. Enjoy the video here at the Cricket Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. Anyways, let's get started. Enjoy the video, and now we are sending over to Kevin Harlan here in Cleveland. Now, here we go. Let's enjoy the video. Let's get started.
Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports' presentation of the NBA. I'm Damon Bruce. It's Wednesday night basketball. It'll be the Chicago Bulls facing off against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now here we go to Cleveland to join Kevin Harlan for the opening tip-off.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time.
Can you feel it?
Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And you just can't take your eyes off Luol Deng. Always fun to watch.
And, guys, Deng has developed into a very good shooter, especially off spot-ups or maybe one-dribble pull-ups. He's got range. He's developed that out to the three-point line. But he really likes to go to that mid-range area. One or two dribbles into the paint, he'll rise up and shoot right over the top.
But you know what I like about him most, Steve? Deng is a very well-balanced player. He does a lot of good things offensively, but he's just as good at the defensive end. He's a big key to his team's tough defense.
Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Dallas Mavericks.
That was an impressive defensive performance. The athleticism, the intensity, the energy, really shutting their opponents down.
And Steve, that was reflected in their block total. I mean, they were extremely disruptive, equal parts muscle, and smarts. Boy, oh boy, to be young again. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yep, reminds me a lot of myself in my younger days too, guys. Oh, wait, maybe not.
You know, with Derrick Rose out, a lot of people thought the Bulls would flounder last season, guys, but they were still one of the tougher teams in all of the East, in part because the culture of toughness and next man up has been instilled in that group from its coaching staff, starting with Tom Thibodeau. I don't think this takes away anything from how great Rose is, but I think it certainly speaks to how bought in and committed to the team that every man on that roster is.
On defense, Cleveland. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Mike Brown. And what'd you find out, Doris?
He said a big key for them will be containing Carlos Boozer offensively, adding, he's a player who can spread the floor with his jump shot or take you down the block, and it's tough to match his strength inside. Defensively, they'll look to keep length in front of him and limit his offensive rebounding. Sounds like a good game plan, guys. We'll see how they do it.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now back to the Chicago Bulls team, you got to give a lot of credit to the culture of defense and effort that Coach Tom Thibodeau has created there, Steve.
Well, they weathered Rose's absence remarkably well, advancing in the playoffs, giving Miami all it could handle. And you wonder, with a healthy Rose now and all these other players having developed, Is Chicago a championship caliber team? I think they are.
I agree. Here's Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, that number could easily go up to double digits before this game is over.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Irving drives in, puts the lead pass in front of him. Very shot.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Rose, good. Rose has got 5.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always. You know, it's really hard to say that Lady Luck hasn't been smiling on the Cavs in the past few years. LeBron was lost a few years back, but ever since then, they've had tremendous luck in the NBA draft lottery and had the first overall pick in 2 of the last 3 years.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Heinrich comes in for Derrick Rose. Irving kicks to G. Here's the block. Heinrich outside. Butler. It's Chicago with another bucket. Going back to what you said about the Cavs, great luck for them indeed with 2 number 1s in 3 years. That's definitely how you turn a franchise around.
Well, you got to make sure you hit on those draft picks. And as of right now, I would say only Kyrie Irving is a sure thing. Dion Waiters, the jury's still out. Tristan Thompson looks like a nice player. He's getting better. And we'll find out with Anthony Bennett.
Here's Heinrich. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Heinrich's got his first bucket of the night. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Heinrich. And you can count it over the line with a chance to make it 3.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Verejao. Bennett comes in for Tristan Thompson. C.J. Myers, he's checked in for Alonzo G. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Dion Waiters. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. Derrick Rose is second. Kyrie Irving third.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in the league. To see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, it's wacko. That's sort of the era we're in right now, though. A point guard who consistently takes things into his own hands is far more common than it used to be. Some people may not like it, but that's the way of the modern NBA. Change is inevitable, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing.
I love his kind of mid to long range jump shots, a specialty of his, especially in catch and shoot situations.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's a very skilled catch and shoot type of player. I mean, it adds a dangerous element to his game that he can make that jump shot.
Now, here is Irving. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well, guys. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
And the Bulls making a change here. And there's the feed to Dunlap. No good on the 3. Cavaliers trailing. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
And what caused them to lose that last matchup was the mistakes. I mean, they just committed too many turnovers, and they were sloppy with the ball, and that's why they lost. That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
And sloppy play call to be avoided at all costs.
Kevin. Just take care of the ball. That's what you want to tell them. Just take care of the ball. Don't throw weak passes. Don't be careless. Don't telegraph your passes. If you keep your focus minimally, you won't make those kinds of careless mistakes.
Jack's shot is good. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair, back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
He kicks it to Teague. This one for three. Gets it to go. Teague's got his first 3 points of the game. And here is Jack. Here's Korosov. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and defense.
Snell. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses, Clark, are clicking. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
Next Sunday, January 26th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on LeBron James and the Miami Heat, live from American Airlines Arena. Big-time hoops coming your way.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, Clark, Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
I like that that's how he raised the score. Playing well here, Steve.
They've got Earl Clark. He's out there with Bennett. Jack is out there with Korosov. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 7 points for Derrick Rose. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And we get a chance to see the numbers for Derrick Rose. 5th in scoring. And he's in the top 10 in steals per game as well. So this is a guy who you have to be aware of when you've got the ball in your hands.
And, you know, going back to a spot near the very top of the scoring list, I mean, he's come up with so many different ways to beat you at the offensive end of the floor. He's almost unguardable.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Feeds it to Clark. Cleveland moving it around. And Jack gets to Bennett. And it's blocked by Noah. Now the pass to Korosov. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bennett. Outside Rose. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Rose has got 9 points.
Yeah, beautiful drive there. Going right around the bigger man.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. Second, the Cavaliers.
Kevin, that's been a nice run lately. They're making a strong effort on the board, and it's working and paying dividends for them. Well, Luol Deng, originally from South Sudan, his family moved to London when he was a teen, and then for him, going to the United States, a worldly player for sure, and he's been involved in a lot of causes, both here in the U.S. and internationally.
They get a hand on it. Back to Noah. Varejao on it. A fadeaway. Again, Chicago.
Boy, nice bucket. They're really playing intelligently here.
And even though the lead's not large, they've definitely got the upper hand.
And going back to Deng, so active off the court, helping Sudanese refugees, Basketball Without Borders, numerous charities. He's always his parents instilled him with that kind of thoughtfulness.
Yeah, and he's also championed a lot of causes in the UK, campaigning to maintain funding for the British national team. Deng is passionate, both on and off the court. You just love his approach to the game and to life, Kevin.
Good point. The Bulls making a switch here. Rose attacking, and they'll keep possession. Gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Joakim Noah. The Cavaliers trail by 7. No one near them. Verajau's shot is good.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
And across the board in that game, they just shot the lights out. They had a fantastic offensive night.
Yeah, rarely do you see a team get that hot. In total, I mean, everybody was knocking them down. They were spraying it from everywhere. Maybe that would not be possible not to get pumped up after that. At least I... think that would be the case.
Well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek. That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Coming in.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. G kicks to Jack. There's the triple. That is good. Jack's got 8.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Outside Butler. Back to Rose. Launches it. And that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
For Chicago, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor.
Punches it down with it.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Now, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Rose against Jack. Here's Raiders. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 6 assists now in the game. The Bulls leading by 4. There's a minute left to play here in the half. Rose. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Rose has got 9 points now in the quarter.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
And Jack kicks to Waiters. That's good.
Boy, that was impressive. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
And Novak's down. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
You know, guys, when Noah came out of Florida, most people viewed him as just an energy guy or a role player, but I tell you what, I always saw him as a highly skilled player. He could pass it, he could put it on the floor. Smart defensively. He's shown that he can anchor a defense, and he contributes double-doubles on a nightly basis.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Ozzie Muhammad checked in for Noah. Irving's shot is good.
Beautiful finger roll to cap head drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor down.
And we're through 2 here and a good one. Bulls lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the second half when we come back after the break. But right now, let's go over to Damon Bruce with the Sprint Halftime Show.
Now, presented by Sprint. Let's get right to it, fans. We got plenty of first half rivalry action to review. Chicago with the lead against Cleveland. They're in the zone offensively, and when you got it going on like they do, it's going to be so much fun. Through 2 quarters, Derrick Rose in complete control. He's up to 14 points and is also helping set the table. Who's ready to eat? And this dedicated Cavaliers team is weathering the storm. A team definitely in the mix for the playoffs, and as a matter of fact, if they win this one, they'll move into the 8th spot. A superstar half from Jarrett Jack. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it? NBA action just getting started here. Some games coming up a little bit later on tonight. The Bucks playing at Bradley Center as they go up against the Pistons. Divisional games, always a heated affair. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock Eastern. And another game that's coming up, the Pacers will square off against the Suns out in Phoenix. Some East meets West action in that one. Tip-off is at 7 Eastern. And now, here's what's going on in the rest of the NBA. It'll be the Magic out at Amway Center against the Hawks. That's a 7 p.m. tip time, 10 Pacific. And that'll be our report. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
Now we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade All Fueled Up.
Tore it down that time. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the rope.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot. And watch how many times he initiates the pick and roll, Kevin, and how good he is at running it as the cutter. He's duped a lot of defenders with that play.
And, you know, he's also a tough finisher, Steve. There's very little a defender can do if he gets to within arm's length of the basket.
Irving kicks to Thompson. There's the dish to Bergeron. Irving. The shot. And again, it's Cleveland.
You look at Irving and how much success he's had early in his NBA career. I think the only thing standing between him and true stardom right now is health. He's just had a lot of nagging injuries. He would love to put together an injury-free season.
And the basket good. 20 points for Derrick Rose.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
It's stolen by Rose. Wants to get the Butler and does.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark. Power on. The dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Verjao setting the pick for Irving. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter. And for Kyrie Irving, his first All-Star appearance last season, and just Clark his second year.
Well, you look at his age and what he's doing. Really a skilled scorer and playmaker already with size and athleticism. I like his savvy too, Kevin. He's very slick in how he gets around the basketball court. This kid has a chance to perhaps be an MVP caliber player in a few more years.
Stolen by Waiters. Good. Waiters got 10 points.
Another good offensive possession for him. He's trying to shoulder the load here for his team.
Here's G, and the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
He would not be denied on that one, no matter. What the defender threw at him.
Yeah, he needed just a little more effort to make that stop.
I don't know. I don't think any amount of effort would have done it. That guy was flying to the hoop.
Noah, he's guarded by Verajao. The 9-foot shot. And that one's good by Noah. He's got 13.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior guy.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. Derrick Rose, third.
Well, as a point guard, you want to create the best shot possible for your team on every trip. And given the way those players have shot the ball, it might always be a good idea for them to do it alone.
I don't really want to see them doing that, Steve. They got to keep everything in the framework of the team no matter how well they're shooting it. I know what you mean. They have been hot, but keep everybody involved.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure. The energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
The three. And the Bulls, another three.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Irving against Rose. Irving dishes to G. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And 12 points for G.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And Noah backs down. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Noah's got 6 in the quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Verajao with a screen on Rose. Kicks to Waiters. The shot from the low post is good. Waiters got 12 points in the game.
And he continues to knock down shot after shot. A perfect shooting day for him so far.
Rose passes to Boozer. Wasted no time on that one. Boozer's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Share the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
Irving gets a screen from Verajao, and that's an intentional foul. Chicago making some changes. Here's Zeller. Passes it to Jack. A baseline J. And Muhammad kicks to Heinrich. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 10-point Chicago lead. Here comes Jack. 10 points for him. Zeller setting the pick for Jack. He dishes it to Zeller. 4 seconds left. And it's good on the way. 1 second left. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Bulls out front, up by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
On tap next Monday, January 27th, the Atlanta Hawks take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. You don't want to miss it.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Bulls?
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
They've got Earl Clark. C.J. Miles is out there with Jarrett Jack. And there's Bennett, and it's Zeller in the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Bennett, and he uses both hands to jam it in. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Muhammad dishes to Heinrich. He feeds it to Muhammad. Goes up the baseline, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it. Up high and down hard with the one hand.
Well, a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
You know, I think he's hoping to kind of get his teammates going a little bit, fellas.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And then Clark slams it in.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless. Steve, there was no way anybody was beating into the basket there.
On ball here, the Bulls decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Tom Thibodeau was giving to his team. His message was this: all of us know these guys are capable of exploding and putting up points in a hurry, so I don't want to see anybody letting up until that final whistle blows. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Irving passes to G. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 now on the night.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Pass to Verja. Dishes it to Waiters. And Kurt Heinrich picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's G. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and just has that effortless net for getting inside.
Well, you hate to be the guy asked to guard him because he's just so dominant, so quick and explosive. Tough to stay in front of. Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Some changes for Chicago. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Gibson. Bang comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Kirk Heinrich. Here's Waiters. Defender touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Look at the combination of size and touch. That's why he's a great finisher down low.
And on the way from Irving for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
And Rose throws it down.
Oh, what an amazing throwdown. Fearless to go after a big guy in the paint like that.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Irving attacking. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Waiters. The feed to G. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Back-to-back 3 for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
And finished off by Noah.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points. He's getting them in front.
And the Cavaliers call. Time here. They're trailing by 8. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 1:33 left to play in the final quarter. Waiters dishes to Irving. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Thompson throws it down.
And how sweet a play was
Sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
It was nice. Just a gorgeous assist.
And Boozer gets it to go. Cleveland now, time running out. There is Zhao with a screen on Rose. Irving against Noah. He kicks to Waiters. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked by Noah. And they're able to recover. Zhao's shot is good. Chicago's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game. An outstanding 75% mark. Hit his foot. And the official saying it was kicked. 52 seconds left in the fourth. Rose passes to Boozer. That one a little long.
You just assume he's going to knock those down. He's as open as he was there.
I don't know that this is the time. That kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. Just let him go. Who cares?
And so they foul intentionally. Now here's Rose, defended by Waiters. And Noah backs down. The tie for the ball. Stolen by Thompson.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Cleveland's won 3 of 3 from three-point line here tonight. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Money! What a beautiful shot to put him to within 3.
Well, this is what happens when he gets on a roll. You are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him. No question for him call at this point. You can't let them just do
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Thanks to those free throws right there, it becomes a 2-possession game.
Now here's Waiters, defended by Butler. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Big time bucket there, Clark.
Kevin, the crowd is loving it. Well, they know exactly how big that shot was.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and polish it off.
And Waiters kicks to G. It's good! Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul on Kyrie Irving. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Puts up a prayer. Off the mark. And so it's Chicago winning this one. This was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.
Close game here in Cleveland. The Bulls take out the Cavs in a tight one here in Cleveland. 5-point victory. Alonzo G got 23. Deion Waiters got 18. And Kyrie Irving got 13-11. On the other hand, Derrick Rose got 33 and 12. And Joakim Noah got 22. Let's see what happened to Cavaliers. What happened? Why the injury added here? Something wrong. After that, Kyrie Irving will be hurt for 1 to 2 weeks due to a strained elbow. So, from Hawks Magic to the Sixers Knicks, that will be skipped all the way to Hawks Magic here. That will be a good one. First one here, we got the Hawks and the Magic, and the Hawks win this one 26 points and Aaron Aflalo. 23 points for Victor Oladipo, and double by Glenn Davis. On the other hand, Atlanta 36 points for Lou Williams. Paul Millsap got 20 and 9. Jeff Teague got 18. Next, we got Mavericks and the Raptors, and the Mavericks win. Rudy Gay got 50 points. Monte Ellis got 27. Nowitzki got 25. Celtics in the Wizards, and the Wizards win. 21 points for the Otto Porter. 20 points for John Wall with 9 assists. Gerard Wallace got 17, and Chance Courtney Lee got 15. Kings and the Rockets, there's a second matchup because they did Kings stun the Rockets as they lose to the worst team, but this time get revenge for the Rockets. That was almost a 50-point margin. Dwight Howard got 38, 11 rebounds. James Harden got 28. Jeremy Lin so close to triple-double. Chandler Parsons got 17, 11, and Isaiah Thomas with 23 points. Pistons in the box, the 2 Central rivalry, and the Pistons win by 2 points in a close. And Osoria got 29 points. OJ Mayo got 24 points. Brandon Knight got 19. Josh Smith got 33 and 9 rebounds. Pacers Suns, and the Pacers will win. Jerome Green got triple-double. Eric Bledsoe got 17. Dragic got 16. Butler got 14. Brown got 12. Gortat and Morris tie at 10. At the time, Danny Granger got 32 points. And Paul George not even close to triple-double. And Herbert only scores 18. And last but not least, the Sixers and the Knicks. And the Sixers somehow just stunned the Knicks. How about that? Carmelo Anthony got 27 points and 11 assists. Raymond Felton got 19. Andrea Bargnani got 18. On the other hand, Nerlens Noel got 21. And Thaddeus Young got 20 points. Evan Turner got 17. Yes, there is NBA game soon. Today, Pacers and Knicks. That was good. Pacers. And now for the main event of the day, and I do it again with Dawson Debris issues. It's annoying right here. Alright, then we're back up right here. Let's check out some upcoming games. They're trying to get out of the control because of the annoyance. So there we go. So main event of the day, and Dawson Debris right here, continuing the trigger button struggles. Shock suffers and need to continue to fix it right now. So our main event of the day, we're off to San Antonio. We got a monkey matchup of the day featuring 2 of the Supreme Superstars. Yes, 2 of the Supreme. Yeah. 2 of the Supreme Superstars going head to head, and they stuck forever by. There we go. So, and continuing right now, trying to get random controller because of Dawson Debris right here, and as you can see, it did not work. So we're gonna do switch it here. Trying to clean up this one. So as you can see, they stuck on the player 1. Alright. I'm gonna try and get rid of it here. Trying to end the video because of Dawson Debris right now. Trying to get out of the RT because of the button is annoying, and now there we go. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin, and next game on our hand, we're off to San Antonio, Texas. We got some 2 of the Supreme Western Conference Superstar featuring Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder take on Tim Duncan and Tony Parker of the San Antonio Spurs. That should be good game. So the first game wrap up, the Bulls beat the Cavaliers in a tight one in Cleveland, 5-point win, 97-92. This is Andre Kenshin. Say so long from Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. We'll see you later for the second game here in San Antonio, Texas. It's gonna be the OKC Thunder take on the San Antonio Spurs. This is Andre Kenshin. Say so long for Cleveland, Ohio. And reminder, we'll see you later for the second game between the Thunder and the Spurs. It's time to say sign up and peace out. Goodbye, and we'll see you later once again for the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. Sign up and peace out. Goodbye.